Audra go back a long ways, but how much does the sisterhood and the love for each other disappear for this game?
I mean, I still love her. I still love her, but I love to beat her as well. So we're gonna keep it like that. I think everybody knows it's a rival game. It's it's a game. We all mark on our calendars to to win and get the bragging rights of the state.
How often do y'all talk throughout the season?
We talk a few times throughout the season. We're not like overly, texting each other after each game. But I saw our recruiting. I texted her when they were undefeated and they were doing well. So we keep in touch. We went to school together and we got a good relationship.
Did she lean on you for any help or advice when things weren't going as well for her at Clemson as she would have liked?
We actually talked a lot more throughout the years that she's been there than we do now when she's got things going. It just takes time. You have to build it, and sometimes in building it, you got to take a few steps back, and sometimes people don't really understand that. But I've been through it here at South Carolina, so I just gave her my experiences on, you just got to be patient and stick with your principles.
Don, where have they made the most progress?
Uh,
What you've seen on film?
They play harder. They play harder. They play together. They just seem like they have really great team chemistry off the floor, and it just overflows onto the floor. And you have to start there. I think they look like they want to win, and they're all on the same page.
Don, if Clemson is more competitive this time around, will it make it seem more like a real rival?
Well, they were really competitive last year. I thought we got off to a slow start, and we couldn't separate ourselves until really end of the second quarter, into the third quarter. For us, it's about us. I don't really care what Clemson brings to the table. It's about us getting better and keep moving in the right direction, and that's getting down the floor, up and down the floor offensively. That is, pressuring the ball and disrupting defensively. If we can keep working on the things that we did, after our Duke loss, I'll be happy with whatever results comes out of the game.
Do you anticipate having Ty and Donia back in the starting lineup tomorrow?
I told our players I'll put the starters up tomorrow when we put the names up on the board, because you never know what can happen between now and then. And I think it holds them accountable. It keeps them engaged in practice, and making sure they're doing the right things at all times.
How does the presence of those shooters you have now help your bigs inside?
Well, it's hard to tell because some people have packed it in on us.
Right.
Some people have played man. I think what it does is you have to prep for it. You have to have a game plan B, because A may not work if we're knocking down shots. So you got to spend a little bit more time prepping for us. Win, lose, or draw, I thought people were going to stag last year and collapse on us and let the chips fall where they may, from the outside. But I just don't think they can bank on that for a full 40 minutes.
When you have those moments where you force teams out of the zone, does that allow somebody like Asia to maybe play freer offensively because she's not just fighting off all those defenders in the middle like that?
I know she prays those shots are going in, to make her life a lot easier. And Elena, because Elena is usually the one that's down there banging all the time. Asia creeps around and kind of works around people rather than bang a little bit, but it makes their lives a lot easier. It frees things up for them to pass to each other. It frees things up for them to not have such a crowd when they get the ball on the block.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you, guys.